So right here is your 4-4 homework review. I had asked you to do 2 to 18 even. First section said write as an equation and then label each equation as open or closed. Remember, open means there's a variable, closed means there's not. If it is closed, you're to write whether or not it's true or false. So for number 2, we have 6 less than 3 times 10 is equal to 20. So 6 less than means that you're subtracting 6 from something. 3 times 10, and then they're saying that this whole thing equals 20. We use our order of operations here and say that 30 minus 6 equals 20. So 24 equals 20. That is not true. So although this was closed, there's no variable here, it is false. Because 24 does not equal 20. Next up, number 4 says half of 8. So 1/2 of means times 8 is, so we have our equal sign, 3 less than 7. For less than, you're writing the minus 3 second, 7 goes first. This again is closed. Half of 8 would be 4, and oh, check it out, it's true. So number 4 is a closed statement, and it is true. Next section, so number 6 and 8, our directions say determine if the given value of the variable is the solution of the equation, write yes or no. So for number 6, they tell us that p equals 7, so we're substituting in for p and putting a 7 there. Then we need our order of operations, and we get 5 equals 6, which of course is not true. So 7 is not a solution to our equation. Number 8, they tell us that m equals 7. So we are going to substitute 7 for m. Order of operations says to do our parentheses first. And look at that. This one is true, so we would write yes. Next section has to do with our inequalities. The first section here, we're just translating, deciding if it's open or closed. And if it's closed, we can say whether or not it's true or false. Number 10 says 47 is less than or equal to. So we have 47 is less than or equal to 5 times 3 added to 9. So we have 5 times 3, and we're going to add 9 to that. Here we have a closed sentence. So we can go ahead and figure out if this is true or false. 47 is less than or equal to 24. That is false, my friends. We have a closed sentence, that is false. For number 12, we have 1/6 of means times. So 1/6 times 36 hundredths. So we're multiplying this times 36 hundredths. And that is less than 2/10 less than 4. A little confusing because you have 2 less thans in here, but this one means subtraction, so you're taking 2/10 less than 4. So now we need to multiply here, and I'm going to go ahead and change that into a fraction. 36 over 100. So I can cross reduce, and this would be, oh, I can cross reduce again. So this would be 1 times 3 and 1 times 50, so we have 30 50ths. On this side, we're going to subtract, and we now have 30 50ths is less than 3 and 8 tenths. So this is closed because I had no variables, and it is true. 30 50ths is in fact less than 3 and 8 tenths. Next up, we have number 14, another inequality. So we have A is not equal to 3 times a number. 3 times a number would be 3n, and this one is open. So when they're open, we can't tell if they're true or false because we don't know what n is. The next section, they're going to tell us what the variables equal, so we're going to then substitute and say if it was a solution or not. So for number 16, we have this, and it tells us that n equals 2 and 1/10. So we're going to substitute in for n. Anywhere there's an n, you're putting 2 and 1/10. We have 2 n's, so we have to substitute that in twice. Now I'm going to follow my order of operations. I'm going to subtract here. So we have 8 and 7/10 is greater than or equal to 14 and 1/10. That is not true. 8 and 7/10 is less than 14 and 1/10. So for number 16, we would say no. This is not a solution to this inequality. Next up, we have number 18. I'm going to erase these so you guys can see it. 18 is our last one, and again, it is an inequality. We're going to substitute for our variable and then say if what they told us to substitute is in fact a solution or not. Oh, and I see a goofy error in number 18 because in our inequality it said r, but then when they told us what our variable equals, it says m. I think they meant to use the same variable here. We're going to assume that, because if not, we couldn't do anything. It would just be open. So I'm going to say they made a typo there. I'm going to do my order of operations, which says I need to solve out what's in the parentheses first. And then I can subtract. And I have 22 and 3/10 is greater than 19. That is true. So yes, this is a solution to our inequality. That's it for this lesson. If you guys have any questions still, go ahead and either write them down on your homework paper so that you can remember to ask them in our Zoom on Friday, or you can post them to the discussion board in your class math Rediker page. If you do that, just make sure you put what section and what number the problem is from, and then you can write whatever your question is, and I will get back to you. See you guys on Friday in our Zoom.